Welcome to Open Mic.
Like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks. What, did Michael Jackson ever perform at Red Rocks? And did AB really throw rocks at a UPS driver? I guess I'll believe any AB story. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or a hot take on a story you're not likely to get anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's, and now I spill the tea in DC. So you know these jokes come from a place of love at least 51% of the time. Let's go to Lee's Summit, Missouri, where a water park named Summit Waves has issued an apology to a black family after their reservation was canceled for a birthday party when a park official reportedly claimed to be, quote, uncomfortable. Ooh, uncomfortable, huh? Was it the cocoa butter or the wave caps? Now, Summit Waves deserves all of the smoke they've been getting. That manager used all of the coded language in her vocabulary to explain why the event was canceled. And before you give me, oh, it was a big group, they had paid their money, reserved space to a park that claims it can host groups much larger than theirs was, so keep that. This manager was about 5 minutes away from going with thugs and calling for law and order. We know those codes. Get over yourselves, Summit Waves. You are a public pool. People are peeing in that water regardless. So do your jobs and leave these people alone. They very clearly targeted this gathering of black people. You know how we know? You know how we know that? Because one of your lifeguards went directly to social media to disparage the birthday group. Now, I'm really upset at that one. She gotta go. I can't feel comfortable getting in a pool with a lifeguard that might be racist, because if something goes down, I'm a goner. Now, if the Klan were smart, by the way, they would become lifeguards instead of walking around in sheets looking like Casper the racist ghost. And they can keep that apology too, by the way. This is giving me vibes of crying at the sentencing. I'm sorry I got caught. I never thought I'd be grateful for Six Flags in Upper Marlboro, but they never would have pulled this mess. In fact, they probably should cancel some events from time to time, but that is a whole nother story. Let's head to Baltimore for this next story, where Ravens safety Tony Jefferson made a public proclamation stating that he somehow just discovered wearing his glasses helps him see, tweeting, "I can't even lie. I stopped wearing my glasses years ago, and that might have been the dumbest thing I've done. I can see so much clearer and further with my glasses. It's wild." Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. How is this guy still alive? Oh, okay. I see. He's muscle bound and fast. Somebody replied to the tweet and asked him, "What do you do during games?" Jefferson replied, "I've just been going out there regular, shaking my head, just got my contacts too." Jefferson made it this far without glasses, just going out there regular. By the way, he is clearly making the Pro Bowl this year now that he can see. Imagine getting tackled by him and he's talking trash to your shadow, talking about, "Don't bring that mess up in here." I gotta feel happy for Tony Jefferson. I personally cannot judge him at all, because I walked around legally blind my entire college days, partly because I didn't think I needed glasses, but mostly because I wanted to meet ladies. And y'all convinced me that wearing glasses was just unacceptable. I wish you would walk around with glasses in the 80s and the 90s, and now people are like, "Oh, I look cute with my non-prescription glasses." It wasn't like that in 91. I can tell you that right now, speaking from inside of a Walker Mill Middle School locker. I dated some cute girls too, by the way, during that time that I had my glasses off. But that's according to my friends. I'll never know for sure. In fact, just about everything that happened between 98 and 08 was fuzzy, so these are just stories. The next story comes to us from right here in DC, where a new bar in Georgetown named Clubhouse has decided to admit only patrons aged 23 and older to combat the prior establishment at that location's reputation as a college bar, according to their owner, who told that to Eater DC. Now, they could have just put up a sign that says, "If you can't handle your liquor, go home," but that's asking people who pregame with drinks they hid in a soda bottle to read and obey rules. And personally, I will tell you, how you feel about this story dictates what phase of life you're in. I'm old and I love it. Folks at this bar will have something to lose in a fight for once. Gainful employment, security clearances, custody of their children, maybe even their health, and most certainly their dignity. But one thing we know is whatever it is, they'll think twice before acting up. The younger crowd, by the way, they're going to be okay. They can seek revenge by calling clubhouse, the old head bar if it makes him feel better. It's petty, but everybody wins that way. Plus, there's still Adams Morgan, 14th Street, U Street, literally every other street that you can take advantage of, because we know y'all don't even respect being inside an establishment to bend yourselves. College kids will have plenty of places to try out their fake IDs. Now, I chose this last story because it's another example of animals doing people things. And is there anything more undefeated than animals doing people things other than the bike on the C&O Canal? Those are like the two greatest things that ever happened. A gardener named Jeff caught a groundhog brazenly eating his vegetables on camera, so he went and nicknamed him Chunk, started feeding him, built him a set, and made him a social media superstar. Look at Chunk out here living his best life. Just look at the craftsmanship on the tiny picnic table with the Chunk and Friends sign. Like, what is not to love about this? The only thing I feel some type of way about is Chunk has more followers than I do. That doesn't feel good. That does not feel good at all. I'm on TV and a groundhog is absolutely destroying my numbers. And what makes me feel worse about it, as much as my mother complains about all the little rodents and all the critters that are in her garden, this could have been us. Mama, this could have been us, but you playing. I'll be honest, Chunk is a star. I did hit the follow button as soon as I saw this profile. He clearly is destined for greatness. Grumpy Cat scowled so Chunk could feast. But keep enjoying those meals, Chunk. I do the same thing when I see free food here at the station. My favorite story, you know it's got to be Chunk. How could it be anything else? And to all the little critters running around Upper Marlboro, hit me up. We're going to make something happen. We're going to convince Mama.